Hey guys, welcome to another episode
of Brunch.
Yeah, as you can see today, we are 3 in studio.
Woohoo! First of all, no, let's first say my name is Alice Kanji.
And I'm Alexia Musau.
And I'm Gayle Where
Our lovely guest back again for another episode.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure if I'm sending guys to the episode
we
where
are
she
not.
was
We're
last.
just,
You can go. Sorry guys.
We've had
we do not talk
experiences.
about it.
Yeah, you can if you're determined, you can go look for it. But we will not.
Yeah, we're not plugging it.
Because
Yeah.
it was a nice episode.
It was
It was
a lot.
It was intense.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
I don't
but
know how I've never deleted it. No,
actually, we should
can
just
do
go
it.
back and
I can
delete
actually delete it.
say, oh, we'll skip 45 foot or whatever episode it was. And
Yeah.
but anyway,
But it was a
guys,
nice
how
one.
good is this set?
No, you just said it.
I don't know what episode it was.
don't
You think
know.
now I memorize episodes at episode 45
I
was
guess because we're in the 80s. We can't keep up now. We don't know.
in the 80s. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
year ago plus.
And we've changed. We are new people. So our
Yeah, we
opinions
stopped
there.
bad
We stopped doing. Moving on swiftly. Hi. Welcome to
talking
another
about the
episode.
set.
The set is so lovely.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll be able to share the information about this set in the next episode.
Yeah, so that you guys can also have quality
content
or
here.
shoots and stuff like that.
But yeah, we wanted to change up, wanted to switch up our vibe and create something that we've been moving around so much, but now we wanted to create something that's for Banter Brunch, a set that works for us and, you know, our own vibe, basically. So yeah, today's episode is exciting. I'm really excited for this episode, especially because I did a lot of research on this one. And what's more exciting is we're talking about friendship, and Gayle is one of my very, very, very close friends.
She's also my
loves that
friend.
shit.
She's a friend of the podcast.
She's also my friend.
She's also-
guys.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, but I
So-
met her through Alice.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Enemy of progress.
Surely.
It's okay. We're fine. These things happen, guys, on sets. Don't be shocked. Things move.
things are not.
But it's okay.
moving.
Mhm.
Our mics always have.
Don't look
loose
at me
things.
too much. I don't
Don't
want
look.
attention. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I like this episode because I've been friends with both of you guys for some time, and I think we'll be able to not only talk about our friendships as references, but also give insights from our experiences with our friendships.
Okay.
So yeah,
Sounds
we're talking about
exciting.
friendship.
And we've talked about friendship a bit.
Friendship is the favorite
Episode 2, that one I
topic.
remember.
Episode
that was
2.
a really nice episode.
I don't know
Yeah.
which other episode, but we've done friendship severally. I think friendship
Red
is our
flags, green flags.
Oh, red
also.
flag. Just last season, yeah,
Yes.
as well. So friendship is a hot topic of discussion in this podcast. But today we are going to talk about friendship with relation to success. So, do your friends impact your success? What does success mean to you? Do your friends need to be successful? Just asking yourselves some of these.
Those are
crucial
difficult questions.
Very, very difficult questions.
But I think to start addressing them,
Yeah,
we can
true.
start talking about what success is. You know, what your definition of success in general. Because, we live in a very
Success oriented.
very capitalistic world
Yeah.
where success has become so linear, where it's like success is, oh, you need to have this type of job,
Money.
you need to have this sort of money. But I feel like that's a capitalistic definition of what success is.
Facts.
Compared to what success actually is. If you remove that out of the equation, what does success then mean? In the grand
I think
scheme
for
of
me, one
things?
thing I'd say, success is very personal. There's no one size fits all when it comes to success. Because what could be success for me, for you, you're like, I work harder. Yeah, and I saw that with someone, like in a situation, someone was like, oh, yeah, I was able to buy 50 trucks. And that's when I was like, I come back when you have 500. And I was like,
Yeah.
don't say don't disqualify my definition of success. So for me, I think
Yeah.
success is just a very personal thing or feeling you get once you've achieved something that you have set
Exactly.
out for
Exactly.
yourself. Yes.
Yeah, and it even says here success. Well, this is the Google definition. It's probably going to be somewhere on the screen. The accomplishment of an aim or a purpose. The second one says the good or bad outcome of an undertaking. So basically,
The good or bad. That's so cool.
a kayak. The good or ill success. There's ill success. Maybe with like
That's
What
interesting.
I'm
I'm
trying
waiting
to
for
say,
this
the good or
definition.
ill success of their maritime enterprises. So maybe they mean maybe evil success. I don't know if that
Okay.
makes
Anyway,
sense. But
yeah.
we can go with the first one where it's the accomplishment of an aim or a purpose. So this, I don't know when it became where everyone has this collective understanding of what success is,
And that's
to
where we
have
go
money
wrong.
Yeah.
and to have a certain type of job, and that's now it's anyway. We're not talking about success in this episode, but I think now that's how we start to make decisions based off
What everyone.
what we feel everyone needs to be doing
Yeah.
as a definition of success. But what does a successful
Mean to-
friendship
Yeah.
look like?
Funny
for you
enough, like
guys?
for me, success means community, and it's something that is that I really value, like being able to have a sisterhood or just have people who I feel can really bring you up in those times, because the people around me have really impacted where I am today and have always reminded me of my greatness.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah, so I guess that's a good way of like
Wow.
ushering into
The friendship.
The friendship side of
Yeah, but
things.
just before we get into that, because I know this, we're also gonna get maybe when you talk about friendship, because even with success, sometimes envy and jealousy can come about in friendship because
Yeah.
you're like, oh, you're successful. I don't feel like I'm making any progress in my
Yeah.
life, and that's why I said it's a very personal thing. Yes, so and so has gotten a multinational job, has gotten a promotion, but where you are, their journey is completely different.
Yeah.
Maybe
your
what you
own
studied
journey.
is not giving
Yeah.
you that type of job, but in your field of study, in your, you're successful.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I think another important question that I want us to discuss is, should your friends be not only successful, if you put success out of the equation, but should your friends be inspirational? Now that we've established that, friendship, success is individualistic, then should your friends be inspirational towards your goal, to what success
looks
is
like
for
for you.
you? Because there's this common saying of, oh, you're a sum total of the 5 people around you.
Yeah,
But is it
yeah.
really true, or is it now a cliche thing?
but I think even the 5 people around me are all different.
Yeah.
Some some are crazy. not in a bad way, but like some are, doing the most
Yeah.
out
So,
here.
yeah,
And
should your
they're my
friends be inspirational? Must they be inspirational?
That's such a
to
huge
you?
burden to put on everyone. You must inspire me. You must
But at
inspire
the same
me.
time, people inspire
I
you in
disagree.
different,
In different
ways.
things.
Yeah, like the
Exactly.
thing
Yeah.
is, it's not, as you mentioned before, it's not in a linear way. So there's some people who have contentment and show. Other people are very joyful. Other people are more grateful. Other people are really good in have skills
Sure.
that you're not good at.
Yeah.
Like it comes in different ways. For me, I believe your close circle, because of course the friends, the acquaintances, there's a whole spectrum of
Yes.
it. But my close circle, I feel like they need to inspire me in some ways, and
It's
it doesn't
true.
necessarily have to be in
in
skills.
yeah,
It can be in values that
it
they
can
have
be in,
that
yeah.
I would want to have
Or
myself.
soft skills.
Or soft skills as well, yeah.
I think I said that because I was like, okay, I was still in that thing of, oh, you have to be successful, so all my friends have to be.
Yeah.
But I like some
Get
friends who
the
are
bank.
spontaneous, who love and love and
Yeah.
love, and they're just
they're light.
and they're light and
yeah.
they're warm, and the way they relate with people inspire me to also be kind and relate with people in a
Exactly.
different
Exactly.
way. So
Yeah.
yes, they inspire me in one way or another, but I don't feel like because you're in your bag or you're nini now, you all of a sudden you've cut off your friends because maybe I'm not in that season yet.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm free and
Yeah.
I'm chilling and watching series the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And eating chapati.
Yeah. No, I 1,000%
That's an inside
agree.
joke.
You will need to
Chapo
listen.
story.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I feel my friends need to be inspirational in some way, because for me, I'm always looking to elevate my life, and it doesn't have to be in the capitalistic side of things. Do you inspire me to be a better person? And again, for different things. Like, for example, maybe Gayle, you inspire me in so many ways. You went all the way to Spain, you're doing your own thing, you've come out of difficult times, and you've been able, that to me is like alone, the way you go about your life already inspires me without you having to do much. Alexia inspires me because we do this podcast together, we've pushed together, our friendship has gone through its turns, but I don't, there's not once that I felt like this friendship is a burden to me, that it is a blessing. So for me, I feel it's important for my friendships to be inspirational and doesn't feel like this, it's just still, because
Yeah.
I feel like any relationship, friendship is transactional, whether we like it or not. What do I gain? What do you gain from me, and what do I gain from you? So I feel my friends need to be inspirational. But another question is, then should your friends be successful for you to be their friend?
I just also want to mention something from.
Can you be friends with the? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, from what Gayle said, there's such a huge spectrum, and we also said we need to stop mislabeling people as friends when they're acquaintances.
Yeah.
Very true.
So I think once
Very
you
true.
narrow down to who are your inner circle, then that makes more sense for you. And
But maybe let me restructure the question. Can you be friends with a bum?
Yeah, okay, I was coming to that. I was just saying even that one for being inspired, it's more of a inner circle thing, because now someone I meet once in 3 months, I don't really care what you're doing with your life, really. But you could inspire me. I mean, you could be great, but I wouldn't. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, so
that's
now
true.
you're asking if I can.
Yeah,
if
you can be friends with, must your friends be successful in some way? And can you be friends with a bum or someone who, doesn't do anything or try and better themselves, or not doesn't do anything, but maybe they're going through a season. But also
they're not
at the beginning of the friendship, maybe people don't show their true colors.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
Relationship.
I don't know why this is such a hard question, because I'm like, in terms of it, as you mentioned, like sometimes people are going through it and difficult moments always arise. So even the idea of like being a bum, I don't know, it feels, I don't know.
But you remember in the last episode or the next episode, I'm still not sure how we are structuring these episodes. We were talking about how sometimes the energy of someone else directly impacts. First of all, your friendships or the people around you directly impact how you feel or your emotional, your emotional, what is it? Well-being or just anything. So they're going through a difficult time, but
how much of yourself are you able to give?
Yes.
But like something so interesting that I learned from my siblings is the power of being able to separate. Your feelings are not someone else's feelings. You can be there for someone, but not necessarily have to feel every single emotion, because that's unfair to yourself. Does that make sense? So learning how to dissociate. So in terms of like being friends with a bum, I'm like, it depends on what value they're giving. For example, if we're using bum in the sense of the capitalistic mindset or way that we view the world, then I'd be friends with someone who's, doing their own thing and stuff like that. But I'm usually more attracted to people who have that spark inside of wanting to do something. So it's such a difficult question, because I'm like, I like it when people want to push and try and are proactive. But sometimes you can't always be like that and always knowing that. So that's a hard question. To be, let's come back.
Yeah, I feel for me, I have been the bum at some point, and most of my friends were going about their lives and doing amazing things. And I was sort of in a plateau season, and there was nothing exciting really that I was doing.
But the thing is, Alexia, like, knowing you, Alexia is not a bum, please. I'm
telling you, there's a friendship I feel like there's a friendship currently even in my life. I feel like that person feels I'm not good enough.
Yes.
Or I'm not, they can't hang out with me or that circle that we used to have anymore.
Wait.
No, but I'm like, okay, maybe it will just die a natural death. I'm sorry, I can't keep up. We are not on the same journey. I can't be doing the things that you're doing. And good for you. I'm cheering you on. But if you feel like, okay, maybe spending time with me is wasting time because we're not discussing certain things, or I'm not, I don't have, may I have creative things to say. Maybe you have numbers to crunch.
I don't think
different.
We should look at it as, can you be friends with someone who's successful, but as a bad thing, or not being friends with someone who's successful, because we said success is relative, it's subjective. And like you said, if you're into, you and that friend group doesn't make any of you people bad people. Like, we are just, or she's not on her journey, so I can't elevate myself, but sometimes it's okay to be like, maybe this is not a friendship that is going to serve me, and doesn't make me less of a person, doesn't make me or an unsuccessful person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true. But it
yeah.
needs a very self-aware person to make that
Very,
decision,
very
and be
true.
like, that's why I'm like, me,
Very,
I'm
very true.
cheering you on,
Yeah.
But if I feel like, okay, now as close friends, we can't click as we used to before, it's fine. You can be
Yeah.
a once in a while person, and when we meet, I'll be so excited to hear what you're all about, and I'm sure they would be also be excited to hear about what I've been about. Yeah. So anyway, can I be friends with a bum? Yeah, because they're always free when I need to do stuff, and I can call them up. Duh. Yeah.
I think I don't know if this will make me sound like a bad person, but I think I'm on the side of your other friend group where
Yeah.
it's like, I don't think I can be friends with a bum or someone who doesn't, like I said, inspire me in some way or sort.
Yeah.
So for me, if I feel like you're a bum, and then what is this, how is this friendship going to serve me? How am I going to grow if to me if being a bum, or not just, I know people go through season, and if you've built a friendship and then this is the season that you're going through, fine. But if you're now becoming two different people, and I feel like your energy and mine are just not in the same wavelength,
Yeah.
then for me, I'm okay with letting go of the fact that, it's
Yeah.
just not what I'm looking for in a friendship. Which leads me to my next question. Like, for you guys, what's your criteria then for what a friendship or a friend should be?
Okay, just from what you said, sorry, about the bum thing, I think, yes, okay, if it reaches a point, as you said, there are seasons,
Yeah.
and but if you feel like enyewe hapa there's no value,
Yeah.
one way, like
yeah.
akuna atusaidiani, and even you maybe you're not able to help this person, like
Yeah.
within your means, and then obviously I don't feel like you should keep yourself in a situation where
Yeah.
it's
So
not
is it
serving
the
you.
idea of like you should try?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah,
And you should be
if
patient
it's-
with
and be
someone.
patient.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
maybe I'm tired, I'm done, and I just
Yeah.
want to chill.
Then what's your max point?
And-
When does it reach the point where it's like it's not worth it anymore?
Mm,
Because like you
When your
mentioned growth,
energy-
and the thing is like your view of growth is very positive, but the most growth comes
in the
during hard times,
Yes, but there's a difference between being a bum, but like trying to constantly be like, okay, how do I get myself out of this?
Yeah.
Making an effort to kind of try and better yourself.
Yeah.
For me, it's being a bum is you not trying at all to be a better version of yourself. Even if, yes, people go through low times, but how are you making an effort to get out of it? And yes, we'll give you a season where it's like, okay, it's okay to be a bum for
Yeah.
some time. But are you going? Is it looking like, okay, you're going to you want to get out of it, or is this just
You're
where you want to
comfortable.
be for the
Yeah.
rest of your life?
and I think
So for
that's
me,
a-
the tipping point is I start to see like, hey, okay,
I
you're
told you,
still
Saidi.
not. I'm trying to make such. You're
Okay.
just not trying to make an effort to be a better version of
I
yourself.
think it's so interesting because you're on one end of the spectrum, you're on one end, and I'm just there like, okay.
yeah, no, but I definitely agree with her.
Yeah,
like even me, I
definitely,
said,
you're
yeah, I
making
want a
very
bum
valid
friend
points.
because I can call you anytime. But again, nataka twende vacay. And we say that money affects friendships,
Money
because you have to
definitely affects
consider
friendship.
everyone's
It does.
financial position. And me, I'm trying
That's
to
why
go
I said,
to
what's your
Bali.
criteria
Yeah,
for your
yeah.
I'm
friendship?
trying to go to Bali, guys.
I'm trying to grow.
I'm trying to grow vacay wise. So, yeah, somehow, yeah. But I
But-
just said extend that grace,
Yeah.
but also look at, is this person really trying? They're just, it now becomes like an abusive
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of thing. Yeah. So.
So criteria for friendships.
Your friendships, yeah.
Okay, I think top of mind, I'd say someone who likes to look ahead and likes to have a vision of what the future is. It doesn't have to be definite, I will do this, but who sees themselves as achieving greater than. And, you need to have that little thing, because sometimes you don't always feel like that.
Yeah.
But it's easy for me as a friend to prop you and like remind you of your greatness, Another thing is someone who's a bit aware of themselves or is on the journey of learning more about themselves.
Yes.
Because someone who's more aware, like you're able to have way more meaningful conversations, difficult conversations, and they understand you a bit more. It doesn't feel like you're coming for me, And yeah, someone who's also searching for contentment and likes to have a good time. Yeah, that's important. We need to go for those vacays.
True. Hey, life is already hard. You have to
Life
make
is-
time for good
Kupanga.
times.
Yeah, balance is important. So I don't want someone
Yeah.
who's always 24/7, walk. Like, no, I want someone who I can chill with, someone who I can talk about business with, talk about life with,
And be
you know.
life as it is.
Yeah, and I know it's like wide and a lot to expect from a person, but like you don't have to have every single box ticked, you know.
I
but
think
like,
Someone,
it's-
another friend
I think
can
it's
serve
com-
yeah,
where
another
you
friend
are.
can serve that.
I
Yeah,
think it's completely okay to have those type of things that you're saying on what you're looking for in a friend, especially because you know it's the energy that you're already going to be willing to give to back to them.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Me,
You-
criteria, I'm like, I don't know. But you go first.
I don't know. I think I agree with Gayle about someone who is looking ahead or inspires me in some way, like we talked about. But also someone who, for me, a huge love language for me is words of affirmation. And so someone who is able to, because I know I'm going to affirm, I think I affirm
Yeah.
my friends, I give them advice, and I
Yeah.
feel I'm going to try and push them if they need advice. If they're going through a time, I'll try to be there for them as much as I can. I would like the same type of energy back. For me, I like to be affirmed. I like to be told that you're doing amazing. Or if I know like I can be like, okay, I'm going through a tough time and I know the solution is I need to maybe journal or I need to, but sometimes you just need to hear someone who's just
human
going to be
voice.
able to tell me these things because it's important for me.
Yeah.
So I think someone who affirms me, someone who I'm able to grow with in terms of like, communicate how I'm feeling and we are growing together. So there are conversations, whether it's emotionally and different things. If you can help me grow emotionally, some people I talk to for business, or if you're work friends, I mean, doesn't mean I love them any less because I tell them to help me with work stuff compared to a friend who we talk about life stuff a lot more. So for me, I think if there's a reciprocal energy that I can feel between us and they help me push to be a better person and they feel I'm helping them being a better person, then for me I think that's the biggest and have fun. I like having fun. I like enjoyment.
I think you guys have said everything. Now what else am I to say? But I like the point of being self-aware. I think especially as we grow up, kitambo, like when we were kids, friendship was just for playing, for surviving high school, but now like we're outside, we're in the world and things are real, and I remember when one of my close friends said like, Alexa, you don't say sorry. Hey, I was like, me.
You?
But I said, like, I feel you. That's not sorry. And that forced me like, okay, for me to continue having relationships with people, I need to apologize and I need to, be in a certain, like I have to, check myself. And I think even with therapy, those are, even you mentioned therapy and friendship and how you want to help it to help you navigate certain things. So I feel like we have to be very self-aware and very intentional.
Oh yes, I wanted to add that as well.
I think
intentional is so important.
Being intentional. I know life gets hectic. I mean, sometimes I'm like, wow, I have to pad so and so. I'm like, okay, just write a list of the people you feel you really need in your life and you want to cultivate a relationship with, and just be intentional about it. Because it's so easy to. And also, it's so easy to be that friend who is a burden. Like, I'm only calling you because I need something or I'm in a dilemma. But if everything is good, sit I could call, like, just to ask how you're doing.
Or just a text.
Or just a
voice
text.
note.
Or let's go for coffee. Let's have a work date. Or let me just come, we have ice cream. But it's always like, I'm in a crisis. Let me call so and so and so and so. Because now that for them, they're like, even when they see my call, they're like, shit, what is happening?
I actually like the idea of like writing down the people who are important to you. Because sometimes life gets hectic. And you find yourself, you've not spoken to someone in months. You're like, hi, you're still alive, So like at least not so it doesn't become a task, but like just once in a while send that text.
Or even like every day after the list, you can just say, this week I'm calling these 7 people. Each day it's just, and you'll find out why. Okay. And then from that call, even you can be like, let's have coffee. Let's have. And then you're like, okay, this is a friendship that I let Nini Kidogo, but I really want this person in my life. And I want to do life with this person and become this. So,
Actually, I have a solution for that. So, friends and I started something. I got it from my roommate. So, she has, if you have a group of friends, of course, Snapchat, like having a group and you just send like, it's streaks. Is it streaks if it's like a vlog, of just like what you're doing.
Oh.
It's been such a good way of at least knowing what's happening in
Catching
people's
up.
lives
I
without
like
like
that.
having to
Yeah.
text.
Actually,
And, like,
I started
it's such a
Snapchat streaks
good-
not because I love them, but now
Yeah.
I like them. But there are specific people, especially my abroad friends, to keep
Yeah,
in
yeah,
touch with them, to have streaks, just because every day at least there's like a check-in. You know, I'm alive. You know, I've
Like a story
like
here
a
and there.
story here and there. You
True,
know
I'm
what's
struggling
going
with
on.
assignment. Nimeboeka.
Yeah.
This lecturer.
So yeah, I
Sorry.
think there are ways we can work around it. But
Yeah.
also just let's be clear that we shouldn't mistake friendship, loyalty to
Yes.
trying to make it, with friendship legacies that we've talked about before. Because
Yeah.
sometimes people try to hold on to friendship legacies, and this friendship has already done it, already finished its season. You're holding on to a part of you that has already died.
Yeah.
And you're in a new season. This is people change over the years, and just because you've been friends with someone since you were kids, some friendships work, yes, absolutely, but some of them you can already feel this friendship is still, there's nothing you guys are offering each other, and it's okay
They
for
can
you
move
to
to
let go.
acquaintance.
Yeah, and it's okay to let go
Yeah.
of that type of friendship
Very
and
true.
not try and mistake that I have to be friends with this person because we've grown up together
Yeah.
type of vibe. But maybe the last thing that I put in my notes, I keep looking at my phone because I put some notes. What is really like a life wasted? For me, what I was listening to this podcast and they were just talking about how a life, when people talk about a life that it is wasted, it's not it shouldn't be what we did or we didn't do, in relation to our success. Oh, I didn't manage to get the job that I wanted. I didn't manage to do this, but it should be, a life wasted should be the things that we didn't do, but not the things that we invested ourselves into or things we didn't invest ourselves into. So what I mean is, like, did I spend time trying to get to that end goal of this job, or did I spend time trying to figure out what the meaning of my life is? Did I
Purpose.
invest in the right type of friendships?
Vibes.
Did I invest in the right type of people?
Yo,
The right type of relationships?
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be so like this is this goal. I think success holistically should be your personal development, your personal happiness. For me, I've always said success to me means happiness. And of course, that definition fluctuates all the time when I start getting into this world of the economy is terrible, the
How am I
GDP
to be
is
happy?
like what? So of course we get into the cycle of capitalism. But at the end of the day, I feel like success should be, your ultimate happiness holistically, and that includes the friendships that you invest in, because I think your friends greatly impact how you move forward. The people around you impact how you move forward.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Funny enough, I was having a conversation, Jenna. Okay, I clearly have many conversations
Yeah,
about
it's
like
good.
this one. But I was talking to my sister actually, and we were talking about life and how all the time we keep on failing to live in the present. It was based off how sometimes I tend to think of the future so much that I forget to be appreciative of my
Of the
my
now.
current of my now, of my achievements right now. It's like, no, this is not the goal. The goal is this. So it's like you're constantly chasing. And that's what she asked me. Tomorrow if you die, what happens? What will you say? So like for me, a life wasted is a life spent chasing. All these ideals and
We
not
can end this.
you get and that's something I really want to be intentional with. Like even this in itself is, it's beautiful.
And I think even me, when I was battling with, am I living in my purpose? Am I going this way? And maybe God has set me up for this day.
Yeah.
And I was like, take purpose as, stop looking at it like a thing over there.
Yeah.
Because every day it will still be over there. You're still, it's far. It's far. And even I think even when you're doing affirmations, it's I am, not I will. Because every day it's uko.
Are you seeing my friend? Are you seeing the friend?
It's uko. You're not. You have to say it like it's, today.
Yeah.
So I started taking purpose as, today have I arrived on time to the studio? I have. Have we shot what we said? We said we were going to shoot 2 episodes. We have. When I go, what am I doing after? And have I, it's sort of, that's why I think you can be more intentional with how you live in your present today. So I definitely go with that vibe. Yeah, so I definitely feel that vibe of, don't wasting your life is not being content and being happy and doing your best, with the breath of life that, how precious the breath of life is.
Yeah.
No, even right now, someone is dying somewhere in the world, you know. So with every second that we have alive, it's just being present, loving the people around you, doing your best, and so. And another thing, the late Dr. Miles Monroe said, like, the richest place in this world is the cemetery, you know, because that's where all the ideas are, $1 million ideas that we'll never even get to know because people died with them, you know. And he said, aim to die empty. Die having given everything that you could give, you know, to your family, to your friends, to even if to your work, to your passion, to your calling, to everything. Just so by the time you're dying, it's like, wow, it's a celebration. You're done.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't even know if you can say anything more than that. That was such a amazing conversation.
It was.
And yeah, I think clearly from these opinions of these guys, clearly I have the right friends.
Well,
Yeah.
but do I see?
And yeah, so just evaluate your friends and re-evaluate what you define success as being. And yeah, it's never that serious. Live life in the now, and yeah, you're doing good.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Yeah, I think we can end the episode there.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. It helps us grow this, podcast. And by channel, I don't just mean YouTube. I also mean wherever you're listening from, whether it's on Spotify, follow us, whether it's on Apple Podcasts, whether it's on Castbox, Google Podcasts. You can find us everywhere, literally, including TikTok, including Instagram at @Brunch, BOB Podcast _ on Twitter as well.
Yes, and like this episode, leave a comment. Tell us
about
your opinions. We're always having a conversation as us too. At least today we had a guest, so we could hear someone else's opinion.
Yes.
But that's why the comment section is there. Tell us, send in your feedback. Also, find us again on our social platforms. You can always shoot us a message.
Yes, and one last thing, we want to do a Q&A episode, so please send in your dilemmas, whether it's in the comments, if you want to do it anonymously, DM us, or send us an email at banteroverbrunch@gmail.com, and we'll keep it anonymous, but we really want to do a dilemmas episode to just try and see what you guys interact with us, talk to us. We want to hear what's up.
Yeah. Any parting shot, Gayle?
Build your community.
Nice.
Love, and just vibe. Life is for the living. I don't know.
For the living. True, by the way, true. Anyway, that's it, guys. See you.
Bye.